Hi Nour, so what are you
Hi.
eating?
I'm eating rice.
Oh, rice.
Yeah.
You know what? Rice in Vietnamese meal is very important food category. It's the main one, the main food category in Vietnamese meal. Yeah. So how about in your country?
Yeah, in my country, we eat rice in every meal, but we don't use a chopstick. Yeah.
You know what about rice market? So Vietnam is the one of the top leading country that's exporting rice around the whole world,
Yeah.
including your country, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, so you want to talk about the marketing in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, about rice professionally.
Okay, you want to talk professionally?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna talk about the market in Saudi Arabia. First, I'm gonna talk about the strength. Rice is the major staple food in Saudi Arabia. Therefore, it is important from other countries to meet consumption requirements. Rice in Vietnam promoted internationally with cash price allocation, and this is to help sustain the quality of the product and maintain the stock price for exports. Moving to the weaknesses, the production of rice in Saudi Arabia doesn't meet the demand of the rice consumption. Also, the common preference of rice is long, thin rice, and the Vietnamese rice is long and thick. As for the opportunities, consistent supply of rice is not granted for global producers like India. Hence, Vietnam presents an opportunity for Saudi Arabia to fill the gap in distribution. As for the threats, the phytosanitary condition of rice is a major concern of import in Saudi Arabia that may hinder the distribution.
So now you said already about your country, Saudi Arabia. So now it's my time to talk about my country, Vietnam.
Okay.
Okay. So let me share with you guys about the strength of Vietnamese right in Vietnam. Mm, First of all, when we talk about Vietnam, we talk about low cost production, and yes, of course, in rice production, rural labor, they really have their very low labor cost rate, so this is a competitive point and as the strength point as well. So secondly, it's about the high productivity with experience of 1,000 years producing rice of Vietnamese people. So Vietnam developed some kind of material, raw material that give a really high productivity in agriculture. So, and the lastly but not the least is the gift. I call that the gift is because the gift from the God, because they really provide Vietnam a really good weather to work very well with agriculture, and not only the God support us in producing rice, but also the government have a very good policy to support us as well. So the strength is already told and discussed. Now it is the time for the quickness. First of all is the high boss harvest loss in Vietnamese farm due to the size of the farm is very small and no big cooperation by people do it by themselves, themselves only. Yeah. Secondly is no effective mechanism for price stability and ineffective market chain, which including the quick equipment and other infrastructure just like transportation in the port is not really good system for exporting the rice around the world. And the last list is exported rice without a trademark, because for example, just very short one, so Vietnam just export raw material without any trademark or any name under Vietnam name. So beside any opportunities, there is always a threat. So let me show you the threat of Vietnam rice in Vietnam market. First of all, it's about a lower profit for the farmer. Secondly, is the competition with the other two big competitors in the world is Thailand and India. Secondly, is the competition to a potential exporter just like Cambodian and Myanmar. And the last one is the threat for the productivity is really high currently, and it cannot be improved much higher if it comes back to the start.
Okay, Anne. Now we've talked about Vietnam and Saudi Arabia, but we live here in the United States. So how about we talk about the United States?
Okay, so how about you start with the strength of it? Okay, let's talk about the strength in the US market. First of all, US is the very big market for Vietnam to exploring. Secondly, the reduction in export subsidy allowed the US to import and distribute the product with a reasonable price.
Thank you, Anne. Moving to the weaknesses in the US market, the import of the product in the USA is banned in some of the states due to the phytosanitary barriers.
Now let's talk about the opportunities for the Vietnamese right in the US market. Due to the economic exception ran by the US, so the Vietnam production rice in the US market is more available.
Thank you again, Anne. In reference to threats, abandonment of control over hybrid seeding is the major concern.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, Rice.